Navigating support options can sometimes feel tricky, and that's why we're here to give you some essential tips and tricks directly from Google to ensure your experience is as smooth and as successful as possible. Today we're going to walk through a few different tools, including self-serve, verification support, and the ways to fix issues related to reviews and suspended or disabled profiles. So, navigating GBP support and the options available to you. Believe it or not, the fastest way to solve most issues often begins with self-service, either via the GBP Help Centre, Google Search, or the Help community on social media. The Help Centre is a comprehensive library of articles and guides addressing common questions and problems. You can usually find the right self-help tool automatically surfaced based on the symptom you choose when you go to support.google.com/business. You can also find information from doing a search on Google. What's really nice here is that AI overviews create a summary of how to fix your issue and show up at the top of search results. And finally, don't forget about our community and social channels. The GBP Help community is an active forum where you can post questions. It's populated by product experts who have deep knowledge of GBP, and for complex issues, these experts can sometimes escalate your case directly to Google. For easier issues or quicker answers, consider reaching out to GBP on social media, such as @Google My Biz on X or on Facebook. If self-help doesn't provide a direct solution, it's time to contact Google support. However, before you do this, there are some critical steps you can take. Always ensure your business profile and operations adhere to all GBP policies and guidelines. When contacting support, choose a symptom that best represents your issue. Selecting other means your issue will need to be triaged and may delay interaction with the correct team. Check for issues. Is your business information accurate before you contact us? Check core details such as name, address, and business category. When creating a case, provide details. Be specific, be concise, but detail the problem that you're facing. It's incredibly helpful to include your business name and profile ID for faster assistance. And then finally, make sure you respond to support emails. Certain issues may generate an automated response with guidance on how to proceed. Be sure to read that email thoroughly before replying. Now let's walk through a few common challenges, starting with verification. To begin, search for My Business on Google, where you'll be able to see each of the business profiles that you manage. Click View Profile for the business in question, and your profile will show that it's not verified and therefore not visible to customers. Click Get Verified to begin the process. Even for service area businesses, you may need to enter the additional details which will not be seen by the public, such as your postal address or phone number. At this stage, you'll start to see the verification options that are available to you. And in our case here, we have two options. We can get a code to the phone number, or we can select business video. When creating your business profile, add as much detail as possible with complete contact information to ensure the most suitable verification method is available. Whilst there isn't a way to guarantee a specific method offered, providing as much information as possible can increase the variety of methods. You'll now be shown a screen detailing the requirements for the video, such as showing your location and proof of business. Follow these tips for success, including ensuring it's a single, continuous video. If you're attempting video verification on a device such as a laptop, you'll need to scan the QR code to complete the verification process on your mobile. Bear in mind that Google are trying to establish a number of things during the verification process. Does the business physically exist, and is it eligible for a business profile? Remember, in order to be eligible, there has to be in-person contact with your customers, unless you operate a self-service facility where a transaction might take place, such as an ATM or a vehicle charging station. We're also trying to establish that your business operates at the location or service areas listed on maps and is operating per the category provided. Finally, is an authorised person requesting to manage this profile? Now, let's imagine you've tried to get verified and for one reason or another, you've been unsuccessful. So perhaps the video you're trying to upload is getting stuck and you're unable to upload it. In this scenario, when you're in the home screen for your business profile, you can select the three-dot menu in the top right-hand corner, Help and Support, and this will take you directly to the Business Profile Help Centre, where you'll see articles to help you resolve your issue. In this scenario, however, we're going to scroll down to the bottom to the Contact Us selection so we can tell Google a little bit more about the issue that we're facing. So I'm choosing the business that I need help with, and I'm going to be very clear here as to what I need Google to help me with. Verification video will not upload. The reason that we need you to be as specific as possible in this scenario is because this helps us triage your issue and get you to a resolution much faster. Whilst it might be tempting to select other as the description of your issue, unfortunately this does often mean that your support will be delayed whilst we try and figure out what the issue is. So I'm going to select can't make or upload verification video here, and at this point you'll see resources that are surfaced to your issue. You can review them if needed, but again, in this scenario, we're actually going to be scrolling down to next, where we're going to select to get help with our verification tool. So now that we've triggered the verification help tool, we're going to need to confirm some details. So starting with confirming the email address that you use to manage your business profile and the business profile that you need additional verification support with. We need some more information about how your business actually operates. In this scenario, I am a service area business, meaning I do not have a storefront that customers come to visit. So I'm selecting the option which says my business travels to meet customers without a staffed physical location. Even though I am a service area business in this scenario, I am going to need to add in some additional information about where I operate. So this is the address I use for business purposes for verification. But to be super clear, if you are a service area business, if you select this in your setup, this is not going to be shown outside of internally for your own business profile. Nobody externally on Maps will be able to see this address. Because it's often much quicker and more efficient to use the verification methods available to you in the product UI, we often will try and encourage you to use these methods if you haven't already. In the scenario that we face today, my business profile is struggling to upload my verification video. So I'm actually going to go to the Contact Us button here because I've already tried to verify my profile through the available methods. And at this stage here, I'm going to have to fill out some additional information to help our business profile support team verify me. So you can see my issue is that my business profile is not verified. I'm confirming that I am a service area business. I own the business. And you can navigate through this, filling out the information that is most suitable for the business that you're referring to. The more information you can provide us about how you carry out your work to help us verify you, the better. And then when you pan down to the bottom, you can hit submit and Google will review your case and get back to you in a few working days, either to ask for more information, either to give you additional verification options such as a live video call, or to say, hopefully, we've now been able to find enough information to prove that you should exist on business profile and therefore you're now verified. Another common issue that we see is related to reviews on a business profile. To see what your customers are saying about your business, you can select the Read Reviews icon, where you can not only see the feedback, but you can respond directly to each review. Now, it's worth calling out at this point that Google will only take action on reviews which breach GBP policies. That is to say, Google will not remove a review solely on the basis that the customer has described a negative experience. So in this scenario here, we have a dog grooming business where a review clearly references coffee, which is a service this business doesn't offer. In order to report it to Google, you should navigate to the exclamation mark where you can report the review. You'll have to choose a policy that you believe that this review violates. So in this scenario, we're going to go with off topic because it's clear that the review isn't referencing this business. Once you've submitted the review report to Google, Google will take up to 3 working days to process your request. If you want to check on the status of a review or you disagree with the decision that's been made, you can do this using the GBP review tool found in the Help Centre. Find the article regarding reporting reviews and navigate to the Report Inappropriate Reviews button. This will trigger our review tool. You'll need to confirm additional information once again, such as the email address to manage the business profile, as well as the one with the associated review. And once you've done this, you'll also be able to see the status of any reported reviews for that profile. You'll also notice here that you can further refine your reported reviews to those that are eligible for appeal. So we're going to go ahead and select this option. In our example here, we only have one reported review. You may see many more. So once that's chosen, we can proceed with the process to actually submit the appeal. Given that for this example, it's been longer than 3 business days and a decision is still pending, you now have the option to escalate it and provide additional information. You'll be given the opportunity to review the GBP policies and select the one that you believe the review is in breach of. In the scenario here, we're going to select off topic because the review clearly relates to a service that the business doesn't offer. So once we've selected the name of the policy that it's in breach of and provided some additional information, we're in a position to submit the case. Some advice here: the more information that you can give as to why this is in breach of our policy, the better. It helps our support team accurately evaluate the eligibility of this review in line with our policies. And finally, we're going to run through how to request reinstatement of your business profile, this time using a very simple Google search to get us some answers. As mentioned previously, there's a handy AI overview that you can use to get some more information. Here you can see some common reasons for suspension and, more importantly, the steps to take to get your profile reinstated. So if I navigate down to the GBP Help Centre, I can find the article related to fixing suspended or disabled profiles, which gives me some additional information on how to prepare the evidence for my appeal, the types of evidence documentation that we do accept, and also the tool itself. So again, open the tool, you'll have to confirm the business account that you'll want to be managing and select the business profile that is already suspended. Here in the tool, you'll be able to see the details of existing appeals that have already been processed. So we can see that I've submitted 2 appeals previously, but I do have 1 appeal that is still eligible here. So I'm going to select this as an option to try and get my business profile reinstated. What's really important and absolutely crucial when submitting a suspension appeal is to attach evidence. You have 60 minutes after your appeal has been submitted to attach the evidence. So we're going to go ahead and hit submit now. And you've used this option here to add the evidence so that the individuals reviewing your business profile appeal can really truly understand that your business should be and is eligible to be on Google Search and Google Maps. You'll be able to see that all of the fields are populated, and you can upload additional documents that are included here in front of you. Just to reiterate once more, it's super important that you do read what is considered as an acceptable document proof. Adding additional documents outside of this list is not going to help support your appeal. And then finally, once you've hit submit, Google will review the appeal and make a decision based on our policies and communicate this to you. And there you have it. That wraps up our tips and tricks for accessing GBP support. By taking proactive steps such as thoroughly completing your profile, reviewing guidelines and accurately describing your issue, whilst providing all necessary details and evidence, you can significantly improve your experience and your success with Google support. We're here to help your business thrive.